and Muzaffarabad, anger on the streets is palpable. In fact, the call was given, as we told you, by Shaukat Nawaz Mir, who's the leader of the Jammu and Kashmir Awami Action Committee. And the message is quite clear that there would be a march to Muzaffarabad, and thousands answered the call. But unfortunately, what we're learning is that in the overnight clashes between protesters and the police, there 12 civilians have lost their life. If we talk about Muzaffarabad, that you can see on the screen, it witnessed sit-ins at the Lal Chowk that was later shifted to the bypass area, where protesters faced aerial firing and the tear gas shelling from the police. 2 civilians were killed. Let's talk about Dheerkot now. It was here where the situation turned deadly. Police opened fire on a convoy of over 2,000 protesters. 4 civilians were killed, 16 others injured, including police personnel as well. Kotli saw a complete shutdown with all the entry and exit roads blocked. Sit-in paralyzed the entire city. And also about Dadial, where police guns fired at the marching convoy and it left 2 dead and several injured. The government there tried to save the face by inviting the leaders for negotiation, but we're learning that in the same breath, they issued a warning that strict action would be taken if the protest is not called off. Let me go across to my colleague Zeenat, who's been tracking these details very closely. Zeenat, take us through the demands that have come in from the protester, and what is the situation on the ground right now?
The situation on ground continues to remain tense because we are seeing there have been the slow grading against the army brutality, and similarly the chaos was also witnessed in hospitals across. As far as this call goes, the call was given by Shaukat Mir, who is the leader of the Jammu Awami Action Committee, and he has asked his workers and the supporters from all the cities and towns across Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and they were marching towards the Muzaffarabad, where in Kotli a complete shutdown was observed. All entry-exit points were blocked. The sit-in was arranged by the same organization. But then what happened in Dheerkot and also at the Dhadial, where it was observed that there was a firing because of which the multiple injuries were reported. Approximately 2,000 workers of the Action Awami Committee of Jammu and Kashmir, when they were marching towards from the Ravla Court and the Bagh, they marched towards Muzaffarabad. The protesters, they were welcomed with the open guns. Open firing was observed when they reached Dheerkot. And similarly, as far as the Dadial is concerned, there again it was observed a convoy of JK, Jammu and Kashmir Awami Action Committee workers. They were marching towards Muzaffarabad. Again, they were fired upon by the police, resulting into the casualties we are picking. There are casualties of 2 to 7 in number, although the actual figures are yet to surface. So there has been also now a notice that has come from the Chief Secretary of the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir government, and asking the leaders, they have invited them for the negotiation. But meanwhile, they've been told that that protest should be called off. Meanwhile, we are seeing on this day that there will be a protest before the Pakistan High Commission in London. So this is what we are picking at present, that there's a chaos in the hospital. People are slow grading against the army brutality in the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. This tells you the situation on ground. In fact, the visuals that we are beaming on screen from the Dadial, Muzaffarabad, Dheerkot, because Dadial and Dheerkot is where the firing actually took place, that has resulted into the injuries. Multiple injuries were reported, and also a couple of casualties. In fact, the Muzaffarabad, which is again the part of the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, there the sit-in were arranged by the people, because they are all the workers and the supporters of the Jammu and Kashmir Awami Action Committee. And when this protest will subside, whether the government will to the talks, whether they will accept the demands that will come from the Jammu and Kashmir Awami Action Committee, that we need to see. But as of now, the situation seems to go out of hand as far as the casualty or the number of injuries is concerned, because this is the police firing in which the protesters received the bullets. They have been received the multiple injuries. Many of them have been injured in the hospital. They have been treated at the hospital. And at many places, the people, the protesters, they are no more. And that has definitely spiraled more protests across Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir.
All right, thank you so much, Zeenat, for all the details. The protest has intensified there. We have another big breaking news coming in. Sources have confirmed BJP leadership decides to postpone the announcement of the national president post. In fact, at Bihar elections, still no finality between the BJP and the RSS on the final name for top office in the other organization is set to be the